How's it going?
You good?
I am. Are you? Good. Go ahead, somebody.
Nick, I know it doesn't involve your team, but obviously the huge talk over the last 12 hours or so has been the big trade.
Yep.
So you saw that come across your phone or heard about it, just like what was your initial reaction to it?
Yeah, probably like everybody else's. I mean, unprecedented, right? That those kind of players are moving. Surprising, for sure. But I think there's been a lot of stars moving in the recent years that we've all been surprised by and all that kind of stuff. So just another one. And my initial thought always is I got enough to worry about with my own team than trying to figure out what everybody else is doing.
Yep. You mentioned that the practice yesterday was going to be a big step for Joel or Paul. What did you learn?
Well, they some of the guys did some on-court workouts yesterday, right? So that was important. All of them got out there, different varying degrees and results and all that kind of stuff. So probably the biggest thing we learned is we hope we're a little closer. We got Caleb, that's game time decision for tonight. And then the rest of them, hopefully the rest of them we're going to see at some point this week. Yeah.
Nick, when did Eric mess up his knee?
I think it was in the last game, Keith. I commented to myself, I was like, "Whoa, Eric looks like there's something bothering him out there." A couple times during the game, but that's what it is. I don't know, I can't tell you at 8:36 in the second he bumped into somebody or anything like that. I just noticed him laboring a little bit in the second half. And obviously he reported some soreness and medicals checking him out, but he's out for tonight.
I know you guys were going to see what felt good with Paul with the finger. Do you have any details you can share on what he's working with? It seems to be what he's...
Yeah, just the same. I think he's got the splint or bandage or cast or whatever you want to call it that he needs to wear. I think splint's probably the best word. Doesn't really look like a splint to me, but that's probably the best thing. And he has played in some live situations with it. So again, I think he's getting closer to ready to go. So.
It's Eric, given the way that he's been shooting lately, it seems like he's been in a groove. How tough is that for this to come at this point?
He's been playing great, right? A little quirky in the sense that he's kind of our shooting guard on offense and our 4/5 man on defense. He's been guarding a lot of teams' really big guys because he's just kind of immovable object down there. And that's actually been really important in a couple of these games that we could put him. We put him on LeBron. We put him on Jokic. Some pretty good. Those guys are pretty good. And he was holding his own. So we'll miss that part of it too, but the shooting's been awesome. It's been uplifting. Obviously, it's a couple in a row to kind of either reignite us and get back in the game or extend a lead or whatever, and just kind of like when we swing it over to him and he bends down and gets ready to shoot, no matter if he's 35 feet away. I think everybody in the building thinks it's going to go in lately, right? And that's kind of important too. But hopefully we'll get him. Just miss him tonight and get him back for Tuesday. Hopefully, we'll see.
With Gershon, 28 points the other night, being able to play the five for you guys. These things you pictured going into the year with him, and when did he kind of start to maybe surprise you?
Yeah. So I'm not sure. I think initially we probably had him slotted into playing some four. We when we had our roster laid out. This kind of was a natural spot there, in the roster for him. Obviously, Joel didn't start the season playing, so we needed to kind of, bump him up there. But to be honest, and all the people that are here know, he's played good from preseason game number 1. He's just been really good and solid all the way through. And I kept saying, I don't know how good a shooter he's going to become or how's it all going to translate. But he's been really good, and he quickly kind of, and even as we go here, he's developed a really good synergy with Tyrese because they're doing a lot of two-man game actions, and he just gives us a big spacing threat, right, that most of our other centers don't.
Nick,
or some of our other centers don't. Yeah.
Sorry
All right.
about that. Talking about Tyrese, right now he's second in franchise history with 40-point games with 9 for players under 25, surpassing Barkley. So that's a major feat. When did you know that this guy was like, yo, he could be this guy. He could be the man.
Yeah, let me see. I can't give you the exact time and date, but probably 3 years ago when we were coaching against him. Like again, I always feel like there's something if you're willing to live with some things defensively, there's something you can do to disrupt some people. And we had plans for him, and we could never really seem to execute them. Just again by his sheer speed and quickness, we could never get some of the things done we wanted to get done with him. And he was always, he had one of his breakout games against us when I was at Toronto. I think he had 38 or something like that. And, you walk out of those games and you're getting back on the bus and you're thinking, man, that dude is really, really, really good. And I kind of always thought that since when I got here, and I tried to explain that to you guys all the time, say it, and I still say he's got a lot of room for growth. And in between parts of his games that I think leadership, all these things that are going to continue to grow. And that's one of the things he's getting to show now. Yeah.
Nick, how are you continuing to navigate this season with all the injuries and everything that's going on? Is it just a matter of putting your head down and taking each day as it comes?
I guess so. Yeah. It is. I do think that obviously it's been a lot of moving pieces, lots of in and out, but as a staff, we just gotta move the next guy up, right? Try to get the team organized first of all, so it looks like we know what we're doing out there, and then put a game plan together that hopefully they can understand and execute parts of it, and then try to play as hard as we can. And I don't know what I would compare it to, but I don't know. I guess things are bouncing around a little bit. Hold on the steering wheel really hard and just try to keep it going. You know what I mean? Yeah.
How have you learned over the years to sort of approach a week like this where the trade deadline's coming up, whether it's with individual guys, like just with the group, like just what have you learned as far as what works to kind of just keep everybody focused and not let the outside stuff seep?
Yeah, just another Sunday. Tomorrow will be another Monday. We just try to work, man, whatever's going on. We just try to get them in the film room, get them on the court, keep them together, keep them fighting, handle whatever big news or rumors or whatever's going on. Try to keep that away from the court and the film room and when the ball goes up. Yeah. Okay, thanks, everybody. Enjoy the